Wayne back again, and I just want to do a quick update on what I'm doing. I've put the Mercedes away for a while. I'm just trying to get so I can get it painted, and I got to do that outside. So um, we're getting, the weather's getting better out here. The humidity is starting to go away. So it shouldn't be long before I can get outside to get that sprayed. Um, so I've been working on this 32 5 window coupe, and I am building it as the Highboy. So what I've got done so far is color. This is a Weimar. It's a duplicolor, and it is a Chrysler. It is an original Chrysler color, and it's called Bright Silver Metallic. And it's turned out the way I wanted it. I got a little spot up here I have to touch up, and so far there's no clear on it. I used the Duplicolor primer sealer on this underneath it. I know there's been a lot of talk about primers and about now getting back into clears, and I try and just to even everything out. I now try and prime all my bodies. I'm gonna try it without it again, and just see where it goes. But anyway, so this is the 32. It's going to be the Highboy. This is the sheen I want. I don't want it nice, bright, and shiny. I want it to have a matte finish. Now, the one thing about this kit that they give you so many options. And believe me, this is the first time I've ever built a hot rod. I'm usually a muscle car, 60s, 70s. I really love the Tri-5 Chevys, Tri-5 Fords. So since I've been back building, this is my first hot rod. I mean, when I was a kid, a teenager, and that I used to build these all the time. In fact, I had the whole set built of the old Monogram early iron series, and of course my favorite one is still the 36 Ford. So, but they give you all kinds of options on this, including an opening the trunk, because you got your choice of trunklets. So I chose the louver one just to give it a little bit more decoration, because I'm not going to be doing too much decorating on this. And I decided I just built a couple small hinges for it, and we could have a trunk that opens. So, because looking at the instructions, there's really there's no battery in this vehicle. So I will put a battery in the back, and we'll see where we go from there. So that is that. So that's primed. The Duplicolor primer sealer, the gray, and then sprayed with the bright silver, and then I did a satin black in the roof panel. The chassis and the interior, the chassis is done the same color. I made sure I put the grill shroud in there, and the transmission cross member, got the gas tank put together, got that all in there, got that all the same color. And then I started thinking, well, if I start putting chrome on this, I mean, it's not the look I want. So I've got all the front suspension and the rear bars, and that they're in the bleach right now. They're stripping, and we will get them painted up. On the interior, I've just gone with a satin black. It's turned out really nice. I don't know I'm not sure just yet if I'm going to two-tone it with a light gray. I may just leave it, because you're not going to be able to see too much inside of it anyways. So since this is my first one, and I really haven't built this kit before, I may just leave it as the satin black, and go from there. But yeah. Now, on the engine wise, I am using the 392 Hemi out of it, and this has been sprayed with Tamiya Gunmetal X10, primed with gray, the Duplicolor primer, and then first time I'd ever sprayed Tamiya paints, potato, tomato, whatever you want to pronounce it. It's actually, I used to work for the Japanese, so I should go over and ask them how they actually pronounce it, but I probably wouldn't understand it anyways. So this is the first time I've ever sprayed the Tamiya paints through my airbrush, and what a finish! I do have an X20. This is an old bottle. I didn't buy it, so I'm going to use this up first, and then I'll probably mix up a batch of Red Dragon's Jesus Juice for thinning the Tamiya paints. Now, like I said, I got the 392 Hemi going to go in it, but I didn't, because I'm running it as a Highboy, and I'm not going to put any of the hoods or the side panels on the front. I thought nothing wrong with the box engine that comes in it. I just felt the induction system was a little puny, and so I decided that I wanted to do something about it. So there's another kit that we all love, and that's the 41 Willie Street Rod. What is it? Yeah, the 41 Willie Street Rod that has the 392 Hemi in it. And so what I did was I have two of the kits. So I robbed it, and I took out the blower, the intake, and the carburetors are around here somewhere. There's the carburetors to go on top of it. I also, because I'm putting this on the street with the blower, I will also run the belts. I'm not sure about that yet, but I also de-chromed the alternator and the don't know what the other doodad is. Anyways, we got all that de-chromed, and we're just waiting. So what I've done, and then the headers, I've just got a quick little set of zoomies out of one of the Revell kit engines, out of the parts pack engine. This is the 421 Pontiac motor, and so I robbed the little zoomies out of it instead of using the stock exhaust. So what I've done is I've got them primed in the satin black, and now what I'm going to use on them is, for me to get some of the stuff up here, the city I live in is very, very poor for hobby supplies, and I'm lucky that I travel so that I can research the different cities that I go to, and try and find hobby stores and that. So through Aries Styrene, I did find a hobby store not too far from where I work in the Pickering Oshawa area, and this guy, he's a tad pricey, but everybody is. So I don't bark at it. So what I ended up buying, I bought two of the Vallejo metal colors. I bought the dull aluminum and the magnesium. These like I said, these are pricey. I paid $13 a bottle for them, and there is what do we got? 1.08 fluid ounces, 32 mil. So it's the same size, same amount as what's in a Tamiya bottle, 23 milligrams. So anyways, so these are up here. These are super expensive. I'm having problems finding the AK metals that Old Tom uses. I mean, I can get them. I got to go right downtown Toronto though. And for the primer that I'm going to start using, I did find the Stynylrez. I found two outlets that have it, and I got this one when I was in Ottawa, and it's also quite expensive. So anyway, so this is what I'm doing. This is where I'm at. I got the wheels ready to go. The wheels are sanded, and I'm just going from there. I got the compressor primed. I'm about to spray to try this Vallejo metal stuff on these parts, the dull aluminum. So let me let me set up over at the spray booth, and I will hook back up again, and you can see how this stuff sprays. I've never sprayed it before. This hasn't even been opened yet. So we'll do it together. So just hang on a second, and I will get ready, guys. Now we're back. So I just wanted to. We're set up over at the spray booth, and I haven't got the fan turned on yet. I just want to give a shout out to Jay at Chaotic Customs. He's finally seeing him back at the bench, and he just did a couple of the 1929s, and the ratty one that he did, the weathered one, turned out great. Jay, that was a great job, and it was good talking with you over the YouTube and that. Now I see, I haven't watched his videos yet. I'll do that tonight. He started in one of the 1930s, and so it's good to see Jay back, and back in building again. So, and that's the same with Van Lee. It's good to see him back again. I mean, it's been a long summer for everybody, for me, and so okay. What I use, I have my go-to airbrush is the Neo 4 Awada. This is a 0.05 needle, and it's a dual action, but it's a siphon feed. And very seldom do I put a bottle underneath it. What I'll do is I'll use the color cup. That's the 1/4 ounce color cup, and that serves me for what I want to do. It's an easy change. This is easy to clean. It's easy to tear down. I've gotten away from thinning my paints with the windshield washer fluid, and I clean my brushes. I clean this airbrush, especially after spraying black. I'll clean my airbrush with pure windshield washer fluid, and then especially with black, I'll let it sit overnight. I have a jar. Excuse me. I have a jar with some windshield washer fluid in it, just pure, and I'll take the airbrush apart, and I'll just soak it in. I'll just soak it in that. So let me turn this on. It may get loud. Shouldn't be too bad. I am running the air compressor at about 20 psi. So let's see what we got. Now apparently you're supposed to be able to just put this in the airbrush. Like I said, I've never used this before. So let's see where we go. Just a few drops. About a quarter of the color cup. So let's see what we can get here. Like I say, you're seeing this for the first time because I'm doing this for the very first time. So let's see. I was watching Andy X, going back through some of his archive videos, and he's just saying light coats, light coats, light coats, and he was using the Testors metallizers. Like I say, I don't spray. I have never sprayed enamels through my airbrush, so, or lacquers, so I have absolutely no idea as to what they're like. But this is just covering unbelievable over the black. Guys, I'm barely touching. I'm barely pulling back for my feed on this. This is unbelievable. This is good. I like this. Like I say, this is just one coat. I'm sorry if I'm not getting this on the camera all that well. But that's one coat. I barely used any at all. So like I say, that's just one coat. So guys, I'm gonna get this posted up. I'm gonna keep building here. So until the next time, cheers.